All right, guys, today we're looking at Euro USD. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and break this down from the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, and all the way down to the hour. So let's go. What I'm going to do right now is plot out harmonic patterns. I'm going to give you some waves, kind of give you an indication of what price is going to do going into market open today, as well as London session. Currently, it is 12:16 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and today is July 15, 2018. All right, so let me go ahead and get started here. I'm going to bring out my Fibonacci tool just so I can plot this pattern out for you guys. Now, my fib is not set how I normally would have it. It is changed itself right now based off of an indicator that I had created that uses a fib. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and plot this out. I don't need every fib level in there to be able to tell where price is headed to. I know we have a bearish pattern right now, and it seems to be a bearish crab. This is based off of price. So price is about going to come down to about like right there, and then by it's about the 8. I'm sorry, it's going to be a bearish crab. It's about the 1.618 level. So about right here, but we're going to actually get a hit probably more so here due to what we see looking left, which is these highs right here. We want to go back and re-hit those highs, test those highs, take them out, possibly a reversal in trend on the monthly time frame as we've been bearish. And this will signify a bearish market once this pattern completes. But it's likely to possibly be still going to a buy. I'm not going to get into all this, but if you were to pull out your trend, you're looking at this. So when this comes down, it most likely will not take out this trend, and we're looking at possibly an uptrend now for the next quite a few years on Euro USD. But that all well depends, of course, too, on your fundamental analysis, and I'm not getting into all that today. It's just simply a breakdown of the Euro USD. So here we go. Now we know we have a bearish crab happening on the monthly time frame chart. So what we want to look at is now the weekly. So on the weekly, I'm going to pull out my fib again, and I just want to plot out price because I'm already seeing a pattern here, and it signals to me that it is a bullish. I'm sorry, a bullish cipher. Reason why is because the second peak right here took out the first peak. That signifies a cipher. So let's go ahead and plot out that pattern. I'm going to make it blue because it is a bullish pattern, which means that once the pattern completes, it will go into a buying move. So let's go ahead and plot this out here. Again, there we have it. All right, now this is, as you see, price is currently doing this right now. So what we want to do now is go down to the daily time frame chart because we want to make sense of what's happening here. So let's do that. So here we are on the daily time frame chart. If you can't see a pattern, I for sure can see a pattern. I'm going to go ahead and plot that out for you now. What I'm seeing is a bat, typical bat pattern. Typical bat pattern, though, the second trail or peak is typically a little bit more above the first, but in this case, they pretty much line up exactly, and that is okay. Worst case scenario, this can turn into a cipher and it can drop down some more. But realistically, what we're looking at right now is this. A bearish bat. Okay? Now, with this being said, we want to go down to the 4 hour time frame. Like I said, you start from your higher time frames and work your way down. This is how you're able to actually know where price is headed, so you know exactly what you're looking for in your setups. So we want to make sense now of this move on the 4 hour. So we come down to the 4 hour and we see a lot going on here. Can we find a pattern? I'm sure we can find a pattern here. Do we want to find a pattern here, or do we want to now start riding the wave? Because we know the pattern is this on the daily. It's already set in motion. So now you want to find the best entry. If you're a surfer, you want to find the best entry for that next big wave that's going to ride you all the way up here. So on your 4 hour time frame, you bring out the Fibonacci expansion tool. I call it your wave rider, because you're going to ride the wave using this tool. So had you had been gracious enough to catch the bottom out of the last wave here, the origin, you could have rode it up to there. But this is what we're looking at. So on the Fibonacci expansion tool, when you see prices hit your 100 level, whether it's on a bullish move or a bearish move, it's pretty much telling you that price has totaled out and it's going to retrace from this level. So if it's been in the buy, it's going to sell. If it's been in the sell, it's going to buy. and it's going to go back in this direction if you know the actual trend of that move. We know we're going up now. You can clearly see we have a formulated uptrend that is clearly going up for us, okay? So you just want price to stay above that line. So with that being said, let's go ahead and plot out these origins and these points in the waves. Okay, so there's our origin. This is where it started. Here would be our point 1. Here would be our point 2. Here would be our point 3. And here we have our point 4. So if you were so lucky to have gotten in here, you could have nicely rode the wave from here to there. You know price was going up based off of the pattern you found on the daily. You could have wrote this up for 264 pips, zero point 0.8 to be specific. to be specific. Nonetheless, there's your wave, okay? So right now what we're looking to see then is what's happening here on the hour time frame. So we go down to the hour. So when we look at the hour, we haven't had a full retracement of this move. So we bring back out our fib. And if you know that price can never just move straight up or straight down the same way it's coming down this way, it has to go up and down to get all the way down. It has to go up and down and get all the way up. So with this being said, you're looking at now the start of a new bullish wave appear on your lower time frame, because within this big wave you have going on here, within these waves, you have smaller ones, and you have a new one being created here on the hour. So right now, what we're looking at with the market opening up in a couple hours today, and then you have London opening up few hours later on tonight, or rather in the morning, is you're looking for price to retrace now back to around its normal retracement levels. So you're looking for price to come within this box. Why? And this box holds the 50 and the 618. These are two very important levels when it comes to retracements and pullbacks. When price tends to pull back or retrace, it tends to hit one of these two levels on your Fibonacci tool. So we're looking for price to hit within this range. So here's where price is currently will open at, given a gap or not. Price is going to hit within this box somewhere, and then from within this box, we're headed up to make our 0.5. So when making our 0.5, 0.5 will take out 0.3 per wave rules, and it can be small. It can hit just above it, or it can hit highly above it. I'm looking for it to hit at the 1618. Of course, it's going to do some up and downs and not go straight there, but that's what we're looking for price to do. So there you have it. This is the Euro USD presented to you by the Economy Creators. And this is what we're looking at today on July 15, 2018. Time currently right now is 12:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Market is set to open in a couple of hours. But this is what we're looking at. So I'll work our way back down one more time. Here we have our monthly time frame chart, a bearish crab. Our weekly time frame chart, we have a bullish cipher. Our daily time frame chart, we have a bearish bat. On our 4-hour, we're now playing and surfing the waves of the bat to make our way to our final destination. We're going to surf that way up now by riding these waves. Our next wave right now, we're looking for our retracement down and then to ride the wave up. The wave up will take us all the way up to roughly the 1618, the golden ratio. Again, I hope you all learned something from this. If you want more and more details on how to draw out harmonics, on how to use the Fibonacci expansion tool, on the extra levels that I mentioned in the Fibonacci retracement tool, all of that I offer in the Economy Creators Mentorship Program. Feel free to check it out. Find us on Facebook, The Economy Creators, Instagram, also The Economy Creators, Twitter, The Economy Creators. I'm sorry, Economy Creators. I'm on Twitter, and we will get back with you all next time. So I hope you all had a good experience taken from this. If you weren't able to understand the patterns and whatnot, that's okay. Just understand right now what we see price currently doing. We see it dropping from where it's currently at, and we basing this off of looking left. If you look left, the chart always leave you clues, and you have more left over here. So price is likely to go ahead and give us a nice little small drop, and this is going to roughly be for, not saying that price can't peak up, but we're looking still for it to retrace down. That's about 37 pips or so, just based off of that line there. And once it does that, we're looking for it to go ahead now and then buy up for us to the 1618. And if you look left, you see why it will hit there and give some push back to the downside, because this is where point B was created on this bearish pattern. And after it does that, if you want to go further into detail, you're looking at a quite possible push back down to this level here. And then another buy up to the 2618. And if you look left all the way over, you see that was another area where price dropped. So you're looking probably for another push down back to about right there. I'm going to zoom out just so I can draw this last trend line. And then here you would have your last rise up. There you have it, guys. Euro USD. Go ahead and catch some pips.